so much for joining us today. You know, we've all heard about the homeless problem in this country, and unfortunately, it's getting worse every single day. But what we don't know about this problem is that right now today, there are over 1 million teenagers who will call the streets their bedroom tonight. There are over 1 million teenagers in America who sleep on the streets every single day. They're out there prostituting, they're out there using and selling drugs, they're out there doing everything vile that we can think of. And in a nation that's this great, to have children, our children, which is really our best resource, living on the streets and not give a damn, it's time that somebody starts to do that. I want you to take a look at this tape.
I'm not lazy. I mean, if they call me that, I'm like, okay, whatever, if you think that.
The people who call us that are the ones who don't even know us, so.
Spare a little change, tough guy. Spare a little change, please. Can you change there, tough guy? Spare a little change, lady.
I just started doing, in the past couple weeks, coke and heroin. I like it way too much. I don't want to become a junkie.
I sleep in a squat, and it's like 20 people who live there. A lot of crazy people out here, so try to stay away from them.
Right. I don't drink anymore, and I don't drink any less.
And now,
Oh, wow, check this out. Crush.
Hey, Trey. Give me some of that. Put it away.
We're talking about homelessness today in America, and homelessness with teens. And when we talk with these teens, we ask them, what did they miss the most about their home? And every single one of them named someone in their life, from an aunt to their mother or friend, that said that that was a person that made a difference in their life. Well, today, what we're going to do is something a little bit different. And I'm telling you the honest truth, this is the first time I've done a show where I don't know what the results of the show are going to be. The homeless teens are here. They're backstage. They don't even know what we're talking about right now. And what we did was, after we asked them the question about who in their life made a difference to them, we hunted those people down. They are here. And what we're going to try to do is bring them together today on the stage, and they don't know that their loved ones are here. We're going to bring them together today on the stage and see if we can have these loved ones convince them to get off the streets. It's one of those kind of shows that I don't think you want to miss. We'll be right back.
Bedtime. Sometimes I have my friend's dogs I watch them. Get a bottle. Lay down like so. And go to sleep. That's about it.
but I don't know. I ain't got no problem with school. I like going to school. I should, so.
The faces of homelessness in America, they're getting younger and younger every day. Please welcome 16-year-old JP and his 14-year-old brother Jamie to the show. JP left home 2 years ago because he said that life in Madison, Wisconsin was a little too boring, and a couple of months ago his younger brother followed in his footsteps. Life was too boring in Madison, Wisconsin?
Yeah, didn't really like it. Just nothing to do.
No, wait, JP, you left 2 years ago. When did you leave, Jamie?
About 6 months ago.
6 months ago. Do you live together on the street?
No.
You
We
have
live in squats. We don't live on the street.
And a squat is a?
It's like a shell of an abandoned building. You take it, you get supplies, you
Fix it up.
make it a home.
There's no electricity,
No.
no running water. So, but you still call this your home. You live in two different squats.
Yeah.
You have your own and you have your own.
Well, not our own.
No, we live with a lot of people,
Yeah.
about 15 people in each place.
Okay, so wait, now explain to me, how can you stand the fact that your 14-year-old brother is out on the streets right now, and he did that basically because you left?
Yeah, I don't know, I don't really approve or whatever. No, sorry.
It's all right.
Like, I'd like him to go home and go to school or whatever, just because I don't want him to get into drugs or whatever.
So why won't you go home?
Because I like what I'm doing. I'm just basically living my own life. So.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
You know your mother wants you to come home.
Yeah, of course. And I love my mom, and
So why wouldn't you go home? You're only 14.
I don't know, I just like it living by myself.
Didn't you run away once and your mom came all the way to New York, picked you up
Yeah.
and drove your butt all the way back home to Wisconsin?
Yep.
She did that, right? You ran away to what was the first place you went to?
Minneapolis.
She went to Minneapolis and got you also?
No,
No,
I
got you in
came
Minneapolis.
home.
Yeah.
You ran to Minneapolis, she came to Minneapolis, picked you up and took you back home.
Yep.
And then you turned around and came to New York. She didn't come to get you.
Nope.
But she came to get you at least 2 times, correct?
Once.
Once. I mean, don't you think that your mother's working? She's out here trying her best to...
Yeah, I know. We make it rough for her sometimes, but we love her.
You love her. Well, maybe you ought to tell her that, because she came out here today to see if she can convince the 2 of you to come back home. So please welcome JP and Jamie's mom, Mary, to the show. Mary, you wanted to come back here to convince them to do what? You want
Come
them
home.
Well, why don't you tell them?
Come home, guys.
I'm not gonna go home.
Jamie?
I don't want to.
But?
But what? What?
Just, I don't know, I love you, you know. I just basically want to live on my own.
I love you, man.
I know, I love you too, but...
And what are you gonna do out here? Did you see that video? Is that what that's what you want to do?
What
Nothing? Just hang out on the streets?
No, it ain't that. I want to get a job, I want to work, I want to go to school.
How are you gonna do that?
How are you going to do that on your own, Jamie?
I don't know, I want to try and find something.
I don't know. I can't understand what's wrong here. You got a mother who loves you. There are a lot of people in this country who don't have parents who love them and would wish they had a mother who would come all the way this distance to get them. Yes, ma'am.
You're the oldest, right? You have to set an example for your younger brother. Right now, you're both young. You have your whole life ahead of you. If you don't go to school and do the right thing, you're going to lead him into trouble also. Sweetheart, go to school. Go back home with your mother. Stay, you know.
What's the reason? What is the real reason, JP? Why won't you go home?
I don't want to. I'm bored there. There's things that I want to do.
Like what?
Hang out with my friends, have fun, do what I want to do.
Get high. Drink a little bit.
No, I don't. I'm not a total...
I didn't call you that. So
Well, that's... Yeah, you did.
I said, no, I did not. I said, get drunk, get high. You do drink every day.
Yeah.
You said that yourself.
sometimes.
You do get high.
No, I don't get high.
You don't get high at all.
Not... Well,
You don't touch any pot.
occasionally.
You don't touch any dust. You don't take...
Occasionally.
Okay, so you do get high. So you want to be able to get high and drink. Now, I didn't call you any names.
I
other
can
than-
do that in Wisconsin, though. I did do it in Wisconsin,
Okay,
man.
so why couldn't you do
Out
that?
here is nothing, like, it's the same as home, except I'm not with Mom.
Okay.
It's exactly the same. I did nothing there. I didn't do anything there except get drunk,
So
get
if-
high in school.
If it's the same as home,
Then why not do it at home?
Cause I said I want my freedom away from you. I love you and I like seeing you and I'm gonna come visit you. And
JP,
sorry if you guys don't like it, but
but JP, you're not
It's off.
making it out here. You call me on the phone. You call me. You're depressed. You're sad. You know, you need money. You're not eating.
And this was you when we shot this video of you, and
Yeah,
you passed
all
out
night.
right there, but you're not getting high. You
No.
passed out right here.
yeah, I was drunk.
Okay, but you don't get high.
Not all the time. No,
Oh, I see.
sometimes,
Okay,
occasionally.
only when a camera shows up.
How am I high? I'm drunk, not high. Okay, maybe it's the same thing, whatever.
It is the same thing. We'll take a little break, and I'll tell you what, Jamie, when we come back, because your brother himself said that you ought to go home. Now, today, I can give you a plane ticket right now. There's a school, Mom, is that correct?
Yeah.
Your school that you were involved in, the alternative school that you were in when you were home, has a seat for you, waiting for you on Monday morning. I got a plane ticket right here that you can take today and go home with your mom. Go back to school. And when you're 17, if you want to, 18, you graduate from high school, you want to come back and hang out on the streets with your brother, and you come back and hang out with your brother. But between now and the time you're 14 years old, why not take a chance and go home? Don't answer me now. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
I don't know if
NBC.
Just to see my aunt die. She has AIDS. And I love my aunt more than anything in the world.
We're talking today to homeless teens, teens who in some cases just prefer to be that way. You had a question.
You have a chance to be normal and just
I'm
try
not
to...
normal.
No, come
You
on.
don't think
Nobody's
so?
normal, like, living like that. That makes no sense. Your mother loves you. Do you have a father?
There's
you know...
people out there that want help. Why don't people try and help them? They don't. They don't care about them.
Well, you
We're
know,
young
but that's a real good question. There are people out there who want help, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we help them? That's what you said?
Yeah.
This person right here wants help. I'm trying to help them.
It's not what I'm talking about.
Well, what are you talking about?
I'm talking
Everything
about
you're
other
saying is
homeless
going around in a
people.
circle.
I'm talking about other
This is a mother of a homeless person. She wants help. You just said, why don't you help a person who wants help? I'm trying to help her. And by helping her, it might help you. But, JP, going into the show, and I said at the very top of the show, something you didn't hear, I didn't think that I could get you to do this. I said this. I don't know what's going to happen today. And I was really convinced out of all the kids that are here today, I knew you would be the one that would say no. No way, no how. I didn't even have to talk to you for more than 2 seconds to know that. It's your brother here that I'm more worried about. Do you want to go home?
Nope.
You don't?
Nope.
So you want me to keep the ticket that I have and forget it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe I'll do that. So you just said this is not America's problem, even though you agreed to come on here and talk to America about the problem.
I didn't come on here to talk about my total personal life with my mother.
Okay. So I'm going to give you the option to go backstage and talk to your mother about your personal life. The three of you can go backstage right now and talk to your mother about your personal life. Go ahead.
All right.
Help them off, please. Go ahead. Now, again, we did this today, and some people may say, well, you know, I can't believe that you just did this to this kid. Well, I'm sorry. He called us, said he wanted to come on TV and talk about being homeless. Well, being homeless, part of that is also talking about the people you left behind, the people who want to have you come home. It's a 16-year-old boy. That's the reason why I just did this. Well, we're going to say that again?
He sits here and he says he's going to get a GED and try and get a job. I have a college degree, and it's hard to get a job out there.
Of course. And there, you know what, maybe, it's funny, I didn't know what was going to happen today, so now we know what's going to happen. Maybe we'll turn this into a town hall meeting to figure out what we're supposed to do. But before we do that, please welcome John to the show. Welcome, John. Come on up here, John. Right here, sir. John's 15 years old, John?
Yes, I am.
How long you been on the street?
I've been on the street for a couple months now.
A couple months now, but why don't you tell me when you first landed on the streets?
Well, it was when I was about 6.
6?
Yes. My mother threw me out.
Your mother threw you out of your house at age 6.
Yep.
You are a runaway now.
Yes, I am.
You were a ward of the state of Massachusetts.
I still am.
You still are today. I know we just contacted you. You're a ward. You ran away from Boston to New York. You've been on the streets here for what, now, 3 weeks or so?
Yeah, about that.
And you're using drugs.
Yes, I am.
What are you using? You said in the tape you've been using heroin.
Heroin, coke, dust,
You name it.
marijuana, yeah.
And do you live in a squat also?
No,
Where
can't
do you
get
live?
into a squad. Wherever I sleep.
Wherever you
Sidewalk, wherever.
What grade did you finish?
Second, maybe.
Now, you know, he says this, but let me tell you something. This young man is extremely smart. I know it and you know it. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
He can carry on a conversation with probably half of us in this room and then some. It has no formal education. His education is from the streets. I'm gonna take a break. And when I come back from this break, you told me about somebody who had a really big impact on your life, right? Who's that?
My Aunt Linda.
Aunt Linda. And Aunt Linda is a real important person to you, right?
Yes, she is. She's better than my mom.
Can we have Aunt Linda come out here for a minute, please? Please welcome Aunt Linda to the show. John, I'm gonna tell you why Aunt Linda's here. Aunt Linda's here because between the two of us and a couple other people that are here, I want you off the street today. Okay?
That's sort of why.
You got to. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
think your only tasty choices at Popeyes
Back in
are...
the day to homeless teenagers, and at the top of the show, I told you one of the things that we were going to try to do. And really, honestly, you have no idea what's going to happen out of this. And that's why John and Linda, you're here. Aunt Linda, you're here. And you are not his biological aunt. No. You're a close friend of, you were a close friend of his mother's.
I've known since he was in the womb, I should say, and we've stuck together. We just had a bond, and it's been there ever since.
Aunt Linda may not be here for a lot longer, is that right?
That might be true. Probably is.
What's the matter, Aunt Linda?
I have AIDS.
You have AIDS?
I have AIDS.
And you attempted at one point to adopt John.
I would give anything in the world to be able to adopt. But there's no way. I have a lot of physical problems, and I couldn't do it.
And they wouldn't let you do so?
No.
No. So, if I said to you that right this second, I have a plane ticket for you, I have a program that you can get into today, warm food, place to sleep, and I'm sorry I'm going to tell you this, but a drug rehab program.
Drug rehab.
Oh, excuse me. John, you're 15 years old.
What's stupid?
15 years old, you're using heroin, you're using dust, you're using pot, you're drinking. It may not be a drug, you may not be addicted to heroin, you may not be addicted to one thing in particular, but right now, the addiction is just to getting high.
Do you think it's really going to stop?
If I wanted to, it would.
I said if it wanted to, if I wanted it to, it would too. Look where it got me. You got so many people at home, John, that love you, and me right on the top of the list. I want you to come home.
Please welcome to the show, Linda Harvey. Welcome her to the show. So, you know, Linda is John's state-appointed attorney.
Yes.
She's been appointed, and you've been working with John for how long?
Since about 1989, 1990.
And that's been getting him in and out of different group homes and trying to keep him off the street, basically.
Get him healthy again.
This is a tough one for me, because I'm going to tell you what's so tough about this. Because we have been talking to you. I cannot physically force you to do anything. But you know you are a fugitive. You right? You understand that? So in being a fugitive, you got to go home.
I don't have to.
Will you please?
I will. I want to go back to Boston.
Would you go? When you were taken there? So what do we have in store? What could we have in store this afternoon?
Well, I think we have a lot of happy people and relieved people in Massachusetts knowing that Scott's coming home, mostly Linda here. But I've spoken with the people that are in charge of Scott, and they want him to stay with Linda tonight, at least. They want to make sure that he's with her, that he's safe, and they want Scott to be part of his treatment plan of his own, to get some help, but he's going to have some say in it, where he goes and what he does, and hopefully we're going to find a great family that Scott can be with.
All right. You're not gonna, like, when the show is over, you're not gonna change your mind. You're gonna go.
I want to go back. I want to go back to Boston and hang out there and hang out with my friends for a while.
But you'll stay with Linda tonight?
Yes.
And tomorrow night, and then at least when you go back, you will attempt to start the program that they can put for you. Get to see your friends.
If I don't like the program, I'm not going to go.
Okay.
Nobody's going to make you.
Nobody's going to make you.
You know what youth challenge is for me. It turned my life around. I spent years with drug addictions, with prostitution, with everything else. I found that happiness within myself that I want to see you find. And once you find that happiness inside yourself, you can learn to love and be loved the way that I do. And that's all I want for you.
All right, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to take a little break. When we come back, I'm going to let the three of you go backstage and talk for a little while. I'm going to have you back out a little later on in the show, and we can work through what it is that they want you to do, and you can talk about the programs and what it is you will and will not do. But at least we're going to get you off the streets of New York and to Boston to a safe place and to another safe place, and then we'll move from there. And when we come back, we're going to meet a young lady who has run away from home and now sleeps on sidewalks. And she's done a lot of things in her past, but maybe we can kind of convince her to make a difference, make a change in her life. We'll be back right after this.
It's premiere week on Montel.
I had 2 miscarriages and I'm pregnant now. I want to know if I'm able to keep this baby.
There are people searching for answers.
You're going to hold this one, and it looks like a boy.
Psychic Sylvia Brown with help for our viewers.
I wouldn't count yourself down yet.
On the next Montel.
Delicious, then added so much more. Taste every golden, crispy flake and cluster. Each crunchy almond. Take in every delicious, summery morsel. And savor the taste of summer. Blueberry morning cereal. A little taste of summer.
Looking for the most fun and romantic cruise on the 7 seas? Look no further than the Big Red Boat. Enjoy 6 sumptuous meals a day, award-winning entertainment, and 2 exotic ports of call in the Bahamas, Nassau, and exclusive Port Lucaya. If you decide to bring the kids, the Big Red Boat has a complete youth program with 24-hour childcare. Now cruise from just $2.99 per person. 3rd, 4th, and 5th guests sail free. Call your AAA travel agency at 1-800-596-2227.
You see, this mouth is working up a hunger.
Why not build your own $1.99 meal at Long John Silver's?
Hey, fine, I'm a do-it-yourselfer.
So start building with our amazingly crunchy batter-dipped fish, tender chicken, or golden shrimp.
That'll work.
Then add 2 more favorites like a baked potato or buttery corn. Choose from 11 amazing tastes. Hey, you want a great $1.99 meal? Build your own and amaze your mouth at Long John Silver's.
And remember, clean your tools.
When in the New York area, why not be part of our studio audience? For free tickets to the Montel Williams Show, call 212-989-8880. Please be sure to include your phone number.
I'd rather have a dog because my dog will always stay with me. Friends come and go. Sometimes I get close to friends and they just up and leave.
We've been talking to teenagers who are homeless, living on the streets, and we've talked to a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 15-year-old. And now maybe we'll go a little older, old teenager, 17-year-old. Please welcome Aaron to the show. How long have you been homeless?
Almost a year, I guess.
You were raised by your grandmother since you were how old?
Well, I was adopted by her when I was 2, but pretty much she raised me since I was born.
So your mother kind of just turned you over to your grandmother?
Yeah.
When we asked you a question about what you missed most or what you loved the most about home, you said who?
My cousin Amanda.
Your cousin Amanda?
Yeah.
Why?
She's rad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. But if she's rad, what makes her so rad?
I don't know. She's just like, she wouldn't dog me out, you know? She'd be there for me and she'd talk to me. Instead of like dogging me out like the rest of the family, she was just like, I'll blow him off, don't worry about him, you know?
And she backed you up?
Yeah.
Do you think she backs you up what you're doing now?
She wants me to come home, I'm sure, you know? But it's like, even if when I'm home, I can't talk to Amanda.
Why not?
Well, because my Aunt Beth, I guess, she like, it's like, I'm a street kid, I'm dirty, I smell bad. It's like, keep Amanda away.
Really? Well, Aunt Beth didn't say that when we asked her if Amanda could come and see you.
Really?
No. As a matter of fact, Aunt Beth said, yeah, most definitely. And I'll come with her. Please welcome Amanda and Aunt Beth to the show.
What's up, pretty lady?
Amanda, you did want to tell her something, didn't you? What?
I want you to come home.
Can't.
Why not?
It's hard to stay there.
It's hard to stay there?
Yeah.
So it's easier being on the street?
Yeah, I think so.
Sleeping on a corner?
Sometimes. I mean, I'm in a building now.
Yeah, but come on, Aaron. I mean, I'm not going to air it all. I'm not going to say, I know, you know what you do, what you have to do out there to survive. And it's not that before anybody says that I'm saying that she's prostituting or something. That's not what I'm saying. But you know what you have to do to survive. You panhandle. You're getting high to survive just to be able to go to sleep and wake up.
No.
You're not getting high at all?
No, I don't do drugs. I drink beer.
Do a little dust every now and then?
Sometimes I'll smoke a little dust.
It's okay, so it's like being a little pregnant like Ann is.
Smoke some dust.
Okay, so, and you know what that does to you? You know what that does to you? Dust. Yeah. Does anybody know what dust is? It's a new name for the old thing, PCP. You know, the thing that you smoke and, you know, about 4 or 5 times of smoking, you start killing brain cells faster than you do if you drank 5 or 6 quarts of liquor. Come on. Now, you got a cousin here who cares about you. There's got to be a better way than being on the streets. What if I said to you this second that there's a program, a very, very, very powerful person, a man that I would trust, the man who's not going to force you to do what you don't want to do, but a man that can help you, number 1, get clean, number 2, get off the street, get you the GED that you said that you want. 14 months, for the next 14 months, you would be clean, straight, doing what you needed to do to get your life together. I could get you there today. This second. You're on a plane tonight, you're there. No more living in the streets, no more 1 shower every 5 or 6 days. Would you go, yes or no? And then, your cousin can come and see you. You clean up your act enough that you can go home. You don't have to live there, but you can go back and see them.
I don't want to be at home. I guess the whole thing is I like being on my own.
Okay, well, this program
like
will help you be on your own. On the street's a different story. This program will help you. You like being on the street?
Yeah, I feel comfortable out there. I don't have to prove anything to anyone.
But who said you have to prove anything just by getting your life together?
It's not going to get any easier. You're doing this just for a year. You got years to do this. If you go home now, at least you got a shot. Down the line, it's going to get harder and harder. The economy's getting worse and worse, and pretty soon there's not going to be any food in the garbage pails. Everybody's going to be, it's going to get rough. You better take your chance and look at your cousin. Look at him.
Please welcome Mr. Bernie Galat to the show. Bernie helps run a program. It's called the Youth Challenge Program in Newport News, Virginia. Bernie, I really don't know what to say. We did this show because really I wanted to prove to people in America, not really prove to you, but this is about trying to make a difference. And all the time when you try to make a difference, you don't win every time. But in this case, I'm not convinced that Aaron really wants to be there.
Well, see, I think the bottom line, even in a program like Youth Challenge, is we're not there to do miracles. We're there to offer choices. We're there to create opportunity without dependence. And see, that's the thing you're missing right now. You're dependent upon escape. You're not dealing with what's going on in your life. You're escaping. You're looking for a quick fix, a quick feel-good, a quick escape. Do you have a driver's license?
No.
You know, if you get out there and get yourself right, you can actually get in, turn the key on the car, drive your car up the street. That's freedom.
Tell you what, Bernie, hold on, we'll take a little break, and then we'll give you a couple seconds, because I said at the top of the show, and I said I didn't know how many of these things I would win or lose, and I think backstage, before the show started, Aaron, look at me for a minute. I really thought when I met you, at first I said, nah, I'm not going to be able to win her. I'm not going to be able to win this one. I won't be able to. There's no way I can convince her to change what she's doing. But I really knew that it wasn't you, it was maybe JP. And I know that there's a way for you to get out of this. And you may not want to do it in front of this camera, and I'm not going to make you do it in front of this camera. But I'm going to give you the opportunity to talk to this man when the show is over. I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk with your cousin when the show is over. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to try to make a decision that not only will make your life better, but could save your life. You don't want to die, do you?
No, not now.
Why do you have to think about it? I'm going to take a break. Tell me when I come back. We'll be back after that.
I'm Jeannie Blaylock. The Miss
One freedom. You have people who love you, people who want to give you security and love. What could the streets possibly have to offer?
We're all with each other, and we love each other, too, as well.
So you have a family on the street?
Yeah.
Okay, so in a sense, you're like being with family when you're out there. Is that right?
Yeah.
So that's your support structure? right?
And so
if somebody at home is willing to be your family and support you there, why not if you want a family, you got one.
Do you think that...
I can't hear you.
Do you think those kids on the street could love you more than I possibly love you, or do more,
No,
or help you more than they could?
No,
There's no way.
But I know.
This is the way we are, and I mean, you guys should accept that. I mean, we accept you for being who you are. I think you guys should accept us for what we
Yeah,
want.
but that wouldn't be right, you know, because you're settling for second best. You guys have the opportunity. You got a shot right now. This program, the producers, these people have been out on the street concerned about you. They got a ticket for you. You got your shot. And you're talking about love. Yeah, you're talking about love. You're just using people, son. Living on the streets like sliding on barbed wire. It may be fun for a while. But you're using each other. Listen.
I want to address this one point. You said that what did you say? Nobody cares about you? What did you say?
Huh?
What did you say? Nobody cares about you?
I've got people that care about me right here.
Oh,
and
but
I
nobody
love
accepts
that.
you?
No, you guys, I'll be panhandling off you people, and you'll be like, get a job, and this and that. And it's like, dude, we're doing what we're doing because we feel good about ourselves.
Wait a second. Wait. It's not that we don't like you.
Sure,
we don't like the fact that we have to work and give you something. If you work, I do it. But this isn't about putting you down. Aaron, it's not about putting you down. What it is when you say people I don't like when homeless people approach me. I'll tell you what I'll do. If I see a homeless person say, you got a dime, got a quarter, I'll buy you a hamburger. You claim you want to eat something, I'll buy you a burger. But you don't want to have people walking around buying you food all the time. Why can't you be able to survive?
We don't spare change just for drugs. I mean, we spare change for leftovers, food, stuff like that. I mean, you all act like we're going to get money to get drugs. It ain't about that.
The issue isn't drugs. The issue isn't homelessness. The issue is hopelessness. You guys are kids. You have no future if you keep on doing what you're doing.
The issue is we like what we're doing, and I think you should accept us for that.
But we couldn't let you settle for second.
I got to take a break. I'm going to get your question as soon as I come back from this break. But wait a minute, Aaron, what you just said, that's probably, what it is we can't accept throwing anyone away. You may be happy there, but to me, I feel like we've let down a nation if we let you slip through the cracks.
That's right.
Because you are really the person that's the future for tomorrow. All the kids that are out there's a million kids, an army of kids on the street of America that there could be a scientist there. There could be a doctor who has a cure for AIDS. There could be anybody who they wanted to be on the streets. You could be that person. But instead, you are settling, like Bernie said, not for second best, for bottom of the barrel. You are better than that. You're better than that. We'll be back right after this. You're better than that.
The Montel Williams Show now has a newsletter for...
If you're age 25 to 64, you're eligible for these supplemental cash benefits. Call 1-800-241-1500 for your free information from Providian Life and Health Insurance Company. That's 1-800-241-1500.
Did you let your man cheat with your best friend? If so, call us at 1-800-MONTEL-2.
You know, wait.
We're not conforming.
It has nothing to do with conforming. You're looking for somebody to back you up because you want to be extreme. Okay, that's the reason why you have green hair.
Why don't you tell them, the people right now, that you are going to work with me to get my GED and that you are going to work with me to get to school out in the future or whatever. Why don't you tell them that?
That I am going to do that?
Yeah.
I'm only going to do that if you get your butt off the streets. I'm not going to throw money away. What's that?
You're not going to help anything then, Dad.
I'm sorry?
You're not going to help anything then.
I'm not going to help. So you're saying that if I don't, wait a minute, you're saying that if I don't let you eat out of garbage cans, wait a minute, if I don't let you eat out of garbage cans, if I don't let you take a bath every 4th day, if I don't let you just do whatever you feel like doing, smoke a little dust, smoke a little this, then I don't feel like helping you?
Exactly.
The only person who's screwing anyone over is yourself. Because I'm offering you a place to live, I'm offering you food in your belly, and I'm offering you an opportunity to get yourself on track. How am I screwing you over?
We have food and a place
We have a place to live, we have food.
A squat with no electricity.
Hey, JP and Jamie,
Okay, I have electricity, okay?
I have given and given and given and helped and helped and helped.
I know you have.
And it's time for you guys. I can't help you unless you want to start giving something back. I need that.
Go ahead, yes, ma'am.
Right. You know what's so sad? The sad part is 10, 15 years from now, you're going to regret what you're doing today. Because you're not going to become nothing. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you're going to get your life together, get it together. You can't smoke dust. You can't smoke marijuana. Do what you have to do now. Get your GED. You're going to need that 15 years from now.
But I can smoke dust, and I can smoke pot if I want. And I can do these things because I got it like that.
No getting through to anybody.
Okay. See you later, JP.
Yep. See ya.
Thank you. So wait a minute. So Aaron, you're saying that you can smoke dust, you can smoke marijuana, you can do whatever you want to do, and that's okay?
Well, I can be lame and say, well, the president does it, why can't I?
Okay, or you can also be lame and say that everybody sitting in this audience right here, there's 178 people around you, all of them have a job, all of them are working, all of them are supporting their family, all of them are trying to do something positive. Why can't you say that?
I'm doing something positive. I'm making myself happy. Obviously, I wouldn't be out here if I wasn't happy.
Listen to me. I'm not trying to put you down. I think you're confusing something. You're confusing the fact that someone's concerned about the fact that you are a 17-year-old young lady sleeping on the streets of New York. Now, I'm sorry. Me as a man, as a father, I would not wish that on my worst enemy's child. I don't want to see you laying on the street so some man will walk over, roll you over, and rape you. I don't want to see you laying there so that one day you get pushed out in the garbage and a garbage truck runs you over. You said you wanted to come here, right? You want to talk about homelessness?
I think that these people should know what's up because they're not even at all open-minded at all.
Wait a minute, but you're mixed, you're confusing
you guys
something.
think just because we don't have jobs and a nice place to live and Mercedes-Benzes and brand new clothes.
No. A place to take a shower.
No, check out. No, take showers. We've got places to take showers. We've got food. We've got what we want, and we're happy, so deal with it.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I'm not your future.
Okay, all right, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
I don't want anything to do with your future.
Hold on. Okay, so Aaron, you're 17 now.
Yeah.
You'll be 25 years old, another 8 years. 8 years, you see yourself living in a squat on the street?
Maybe.
Okay, 10 years from now, I'm asking you, see yourself living there?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
Check it out. I've got friends that have jobs and live in squats. They've got phones, cable television, electricity, water, and they're like real apartments, dude. Why go and pay a bunch of money to live in a place when you can live in it for free, man?
And you work on it.
How old are they and they have jobs? You work on your squat and build it like your home.
Okay, but you know what you also do? You get a job, you work on a plot of land out in the middle of nowhere, you build a house, you pay for it, you put money down, you pay for it, they give you bricks, you build it, you can do the same thing and do it legitimately.
There's good buildings going to waste. People can live in them.
We don't pay that much for supplies.
Okay, all right. I'm not going to sit here and try my best to put you down. That is not what the objective was. I wanted to offer you help. I've offered it. If you don't want it, you don't want it. I've offered you a plane ticket to go home with your mother, okay? You don't want it, you don't want it, okay? No. But you're 14 years old and you're living on the streets of New York City, and I'm going to tell you something, young man. You can play all the games you want, you can talk all the trash you want to my staff. And pretty soon, for you to survive on that street, I'm going to guarantee you're going to be doing some things that you never wished you had to do. And when you start doing those, and okay. Talk tough today, but there's nobody that comes out at midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning to protect you when an older guy in that squat decides that he's going to make you his girlfriend. Or somebody else decides, Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
It's makeover time. Hi, I'm Phil Lamont.
And I'm Patricia Crosby. Thursday on Good Morning Jacksonville, Corey Dalton joins us with some tips on looking young. This woman here has had some major changes done as Corey does his magic once again.
We'll see you bright and early Thursday morning.
Fall is a season filled with color. A perfect contrast. Brilliant hues of yellow, orange, and red. A magnificent blend. So now while the colors are at their peak, get a taste of autumn at Dunkin' Donuts. Truly inspiring. Get one of our delicious festive fall donuts or any donut free with the purchase of a large coffee for a limited time only at Dunkin' Donuts.
Save up to 60%. You heard right. Save up to 60% during the giant warehouse clearance going on now at Recreational Factory Warehouse. Up to 60% off display, closeout, scratch and dent, and one-of-a-kind spas. All must go now with no reasonable offers refused. Giant 5-person spas, $900. Spacious octagons, $800. Full-size portables, only $700. All with no money down and no payments till next year.
For family fitness and fun, choose Recreational Factory Warehouse, 9340 Arlington Expressway, Jacksonville.
Another day, another hope.
Is it pizza?
Another sandwich.
Oh. What is it, pizza? What? Oh. You know, pizza would be really good. Oh.
We got the hint. Introducing Lunchables Pizza. 3 real crusts with all the toppings. Fun to make and eat. No need to heat.
Pizza? Thanks, Mom.
New Lunchables brand pizza from Oscar Mayer.
Is it pizza?
Lunch will never be the same.
Hey, anybody want to split a pizza?
Sure.
Pepperoni okay?
Great.
There's nothing quite like a delicious pan pizza from Pizza Hut.
Where are you?
Over here.
Which way?
In the corner.
Whoa.
Come on in.
With its thick golden crust, abundant toppings, and all that cheese.
Was this company named after you or your dad?
Me.
Oh, cool.
It's meant to be shared.
Right now, get any 2 medium pizzas for just $12.99.
Promotional consideration provided and paid for by the following.
Look years younger instantly. Sudden Change Under Eyes smooths away the appearance of wrinkles and puffiness in seconds. Not a makeup. Lasts for hours. Sudden Change Under Eyes Skin Smoother.
X14 Kitchen Cleaner challenges Formula 409 on this baked-on grease. Which works better?
The X14 took everything off without scrubbing.
X14 Kitchen Cleaner.
Rich, buttery toffee wrapped in smooth milk chocolate. Isn't it time you had a Heath bar? Have a Heath.
Centrum Junior Vitamins feature Shamu and his crew. Fun shapes bursting with fruit flavors. Centrum Junior, still more complete than any leading brand.
To order video cassettes of The Montel Williams Show, call 1-800-4-VIDEO. Major credit cards accepted. Please indicate show date and topic. For a transcript of The Montel Williams Show, send $6 along with the program name, date, and subject matter to Burrell's Transcripts, P.O. Box 7, Livingston, New Jersey, 07039-0007. For credit card orders, call 1-800-777-TEXT.
The thing I want to give you the opportunity to do is to use what you do have. If you want to use it the way you have, you're using it now, then do so. I can't do anything.
Exactly. No one can do anything. People can lock me up. They can put me in foster homes, and I'm going to leave.
We're not going to do that.
People are not going to change. I made a commitment to myself.
Okay.
I will never change my ways.
Okay.
But keep one thing in mind. Youth Challenge has no locks on the door. We offer you the love of God and the power to change.
I'm not leaving New York City. You don't know what's up, dude.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
I work with it day in, day out.
You can know us or any of our friends.
Well, you know what? Wait, Jamie, I'm sorry. You've been on the streets for 2 weeks, three months. 3 months acting like 6 months. 6 months, and you're 14 years old. You do not know that much about this world. Bam, at all. You don't. So, there. And there's nothing I can say. And, you know, we have been here for an hour, and I said at the beginning of the show that we didn't know what we were going to do, what would come out of the show at the end of this. We tried to bring you here to see if your sons would be willing to go home with you. That's not really what they even wanted to begin with. We thought that maybe we could convince them to want that. They wanted to come here and talk about homelessness. They wanted to talk about what it's like to convince us that it's okay that children live on the streets. And Bernie, you work with a lot of kids that have come to your program. There are other kids that are out there. I'm going to say this. I got to say this honestly. Your friend, your cousin, your sons, I've done everything I can possibly attempt to do. We even bought them clothes. They talk about we didn't give them this, we didn't give them that, we don't want to give them. We bought them clothes this week. We've taken them every place we could take them to try to convince them that there's a better place in this world than living on the street. They don't want to buy it. There are other kids out there that this man can probably help. Bernie, we didn't give you the opportunity that you need to talk about what you do. I'm going to have you back on the show. Mary, I'd like to have you back. Maybe there's a way that just by you being on this screen every now and then, talking to them, they'll hear about the fact that you were back again, asking them to come home. Maybe you'll convince your youngest son to do so. But right now, what else can we do? Bernie, what can we do?
The only thing we can do is pray. It's going to take a power bigger than the human effort. Good intentions are a wonderful thing. But it takes a power greater than yourself to find a way out of that kind of deception and bondage.
But I'll also tell you this, it also takes people willing to reach out and try, because we struck out, we got 1 out of 4 today. But at least we got 1.
But we still got time. We're not done yet. So you and I are going back next.
Sure. So if we get some more, if everybody else would reach out and try to get 1, we can make a difference. That's what we need to do. Join us for the next Montel Awards Show.